Okay, for another edition of What's Good In, we are visiting Jigsaw. Jigsaw is an amazing British brand, still independently owned. It's been around since the 70s, and I'm going to talk you through why I use them, when they are great for clients, and also what's good in Jigsaw right now. Come on in. So the first thing with Jigsaw, and you can see as you pan around the store, is their use of colour. They really understand colour and how to play with it. The next thing I would say is the quality of fabric. So whether that's from their cashmere, their knits, their leather. I mean, look at this leather pencil skirt. Absolutely gorgeous. It is buttery soft. I love that it's so flat fronted, really simple. And then beside it you can then see a kind of a classic silk blouse, but what I love about Jigsaw is they make it feel modern. It can be something that feels timeless, but then you also know that you're investing in something that will last you for a long time to come. Their consideration of prints, there's a lot of artistic flair and feel. The prints feel, you know, that's £70 for a lovely top. The colours feel gorgeous and sumptuous. The depth of colour, if you zoom into the print, you see the different colours of blues. There's a sophistication, there's a knowingness about it as a brand. I have to say their tailoring, let's have a look here. Beautiful purple trousers, like something like that, which, you know, with a trainer could feel so fun as an alternative for jeans. If you feel like you're stuck in your jeans and your t-shirts, introducing just a coloured trouser could be so useful. I love the fact that we get this real streamlined front with the side zips, and they are beautiful. It's an Italian twill fabric, and I believe these can go in the machine. I also think their shapes are so fascinating. They feel like they cut for real women. You know, we have this lovely high empire line, we have an adjustable zip depending on your bust line, we've got a bat wing here, so we get this beautiful curve, these considered seams where they've been placed, and they've also done one similar in the black leather as well. I think they're great for modern footwear as well. Sometimes a slightly narrow fit, that's the only challenge with them, but I do think their footwear always feels really modern. I love that the store is also a real place of inspiration. They always have incredible artwork and incredible furniture. So I don't know, whenever I come here I feel like I'm stepping into a little sanctuary. So again, like we were talking about colour over there, you can see that they have real intensity of colour, but not just brights. We get a lot of softer colours as well. So we're seeing like the chocolate browns that are coming through, and this cashmere is just delicious. Price wise, the cashmere is £145, which for the high street is great. And look at this, you wouldn't get this just in a normal everyday shop. Look at that lovely cuff, so gorgeous. I've definitely noticed over the years following Jigsaw how they have started to bring in more relaxed styles to fit our hybrid life. So we've got a nice elasticated waistband, but they haven't forgotten to put the grow grain down the side so that we have something more tailored and smarter, but we can still fit it into our more casual life. Their blazers and their cuts are just divine. Look at that colour, beautiful with a blue denim, really, really nice. Great with a white jean. Again, if you want to pair it with the chocolate browns to soften it rather than black, it's a really lovely solution. And I also love that you could do a bit of impactful tonal dressing and really lean into that power colour and match up your knitwear with your blazers. Again here, I mean, look at this silk top. Do you see this kind of almost like an aubergine colour? And the fact they've done when they've cut away at the fabric, we have that little bit of pink. So again, that would sit so beautiful under here. I mean, I do feel like I could go through the rails and talk about every item. It's always just so exciting, and the colours, it feels luxurious, it feels special. This is a great example of intelligent design. So we have a puffer coat, which traditionally would be quite oversized, could be quite chunky, but just by adding in the shearing, the elastic at the waist, we have something that creates a bit more shape. Ella, we were talking earlier about how puffers just can make you feel so wide, but I love the fact that they've done this and created a bit more of a knit-in feel. So always thinking about us. I mean, look at that cozy hood as well. If you're one of those mums that stood on the sidelines watching your kids play sport, that is what you need. Their leather goods are always really beautiful, really lovely bags. Again, I love that they take a traditional, this is like maybe a traditional trench coat, and they've done it in this kind of waxed, matte, quilted fabric. I feel like I'm about to try this one on Ella. Love a collar, and I love that they've done the buttons so that can sit neater, so you don't get that bulk. All these little details that they just think about. Oh, I can put it back on. All right, do I have to walk around with this on? Yeah. Yeah. What else I want to talk about? Their silk. I think is, if we go over here, I think this makes me, I mean, it's a very similar shape. I feel like this is the silk version of the denim shirt I'm wearing. Slightly more military, more masculine pockets. So if you like the look of a kind of shacket like I've got on, but it feels too hard for you when you wear, I love that they've given you this option of a feminine fabric, but with the masculine, more utility cut. Again, beautiful cuff details, and I like the weight of the silk. For me, this is a bit more structured, so I feel my best in more structured clothes. When I've got things that are too clingy and too soft, it makes me feel soft, and that's not when I'm feeling my best. You know, one of my words are cool, elegant, and statement. And for me, that statement has that edge, it has that toughness, and I like that it's got this balance. So I really want to try this on. Again, if you love the kind of whole slip skirts that we see a lot, but you find that when you put them on, they're kind of too narrow at the bottom. This I love because they've added in the kind of like a go day. If I think about my dancing days, and it has then this flare out at the bottom, and this will give some width at the bottom, so we then get balance through the hips and the waist. That with some knitwear is going to look beautiful, and a great alternative underneath blazers. Actually, do you want to pan to the styling of it here? And I love how they've paired, this is a real spring colour palette for autumn, but I love the navy mixed with the green. Really fun. They look like they've paired up with a company called The Lab, so really encouraging us to look after our knitwear as well, which is great. As we've mentioned, they're definitely someone that is fantastic for coats. They've just done a collaboration recently with Smartworks, and this is one of their pieces that if you purchase, the profits go to Smartworks, an amazing charity. This is their City Maxi coat, and it's such a lovely brushed wool. It's really beautiful. That length is so elegant as well, and they do it in quite a few different colours. I've had a lot of success with their denim, and actually if you look behind you, you can see the denim and how many different options you have. So in this corner we have a lot more earthy tones, and I think this is what I love about the nuance of colour that they use. I also think they really help. Jigsaw is a great place to help us with kind of smart layering. So they've got this amazing full-length tabard, which I've never seen. I've seen a lot of short ones, but I think if you're tall, I think this would be a fantastic one. Don't be put off by the fact that it's long. I think sometimes when you're tall, you're put off, you don't want to add more length, but don't shy away from that. And I love it paired with the ecru's and the whites. I love that they've mixed it in with all the camels and the beiges in this rust colour. It sits so beautifully with the denim. They do really lovely soft denim, and I love this kind of wide leg style. They're always quite generous in length. This really took my fancy. Again, the design elements. We've got this lovely kind of felted tab here, which is like a reflection of the felt underneath. And then also look at this amazing detailing on the cuff. So I feel like you get something that feels really like if you need to update a navy suit and want something that feels a bit more unique, this is definitely the place to try. Beautiful layering pieces. That tobacco colour is so rich and elegant. I have the Jigsaw silver jeans on. I've got these in black. These are a size big for me, so they're a bit long, but I just love the silver. I know I would get a lot of wear from these over the winter. I have had my eye on some fluffy kind of slip-on sandals that I could wear in the autumn. I hoped that these would be it, but I have to say the fit just doesn't feel right. I mean, I've got quite small feet and I think they look quite bulky, and I don't know, my feet is kind of slipping out, like the fluff is taking up too much room, which is a real shame because I think the vibe is great and I love the kind of uniqueness of the buckle, but not quite how I wanted them to fit. But I love the jeans. So, little leather skirt we've got going on here. I love the split up the side. I feel like I just would want to put a kind of red tight, polka dot tights would be fun here. But I love the mix of texture. Black on black on black. It just feels so elegant, and you can then really ramp up the accessories. And this cashmere oversized v-neck is so sumptuous. I think the whole thing actually feels very sumptuous and elegant. Lilac bag in the sale. Oh, the quality of their products is just amazing, and this bag is under £100. And I just think, again, adding in that little one pop of colour when you've got black can be very impactful, especially if you're somebody that has quite strong contrast in your hair, skin and eyes. So I've got very pale skin, very dark hair, so you can do black with that one pop of colour, but it does add that little bit of personality, and lilac for me is such a winner. Surprisingly versatile, goes with navy, goes with other pinks, other purples. It also looks great with more of the kind of khaki colours, great with denim. It's a very, very useful, what I would call an unexpected neutral. Okay, so we've got these beautiful navy trousers. I think they come in black, elasticated at the waist. They've got this wide, bold, grosgrain stripe down the side, a good pocket, and I just love when you pair neutrals together, so blacks and navies and creams and, you know, those kind of real, I suppose, what we know as staples in our wardrobe. They might not always be a staple, but you know what colours I mean. And also when we start playing with texture, so the fact that I've done this really sheer polo neck underneath that has the dramatic sleeve. Now, I wouldn't wear this top on its own. It makes, it's the wrong length. It's too kind of clingy for me. But once you actually start layering these things underneath, when it gets really cold, you can turn a kind of average outfit into something really interesting. It comes in loads of different colours. I love the texture, and I just loved it layered under, and I love that kind of slouchy feel. So when you add a little bit of a heel, it doesn't have to be a lot, just a little block heel, you suddenly can add all those larger proportions together. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Loulou Story, and I am very excited that we are launching our first live retreat in November 2023, and it's going to be here in Guildford in Jigsaw. If you are interested in hearing more, then please check out the details below this video where you can find everything, or send me a message. Take care. Bye.